I'm Dee. I wanted to show you how to edit with Filmora X application. You can get this program online, and I'll post a link below the video. This editing tool really has been a joy to work with. It provides me with everything I need to do nice editing work for YouTube videos. I can also edit my Twitch streams with this app and put them on YouTube. First, and I just want to say I'm no expert on editing or any kind of professional editor, but because I'm more of a beginner, I think I can provide viewers with some clear instruction on how to do the editing with this tool. I'm not very good at this YouTube stuff, but I give it my all. I think that sometimes the more professional the program, the harder it is to figure out. I know that from trying to open up Adobe programs or even DaVinci, and they both stumped me. I can't find the things that I need to use. With Filmora, they have different plans in which you can purchase. I happen to have the unlimited, which is a standard plan, and you can get many special effects to download from the site that they have, and they are automatically installed when you're logged into both the app and the website. The website is Filmstock, and they are affiliated with each other. They both host different types of special effects. Actually, Filmstock hosts the different special effects that you're able to use inside the program Filmora, and this has just quite a lot to add flair to your videos. So with that, I'm going to show you a little bit of how that works, and then I'll continue on to the actual editing. Okay, so first I have this explosion effects available, and I've already downloaded this, so let me show you something else that I may not have downloaded yet. You can see though in the video it shows you the different styles of effects that you will get with the explosion pack. But I have looked through some of these, and I found music pack and I didn't have it, so I decided to download this one. There's some different elements in this that are really nice. We can look through this and see there is actually some music in that little video, but I don't have that running, so I can voice over this and give kind of the overview. But there's some different elements that are really, really nice that you can use in your videos. The background part is not part of it, just these elements that you see that they show you. They're kind of like an overlay over the picture. Okay, so I went ahead and I downloaded this, and we just have to wait a couple moments here. Here it goes, it's downloading. I don't know if, I think I've downloaded My Lovely Friends, which is kind of a fun little special effect, which I think I've used in this video towards the end, so we can check that when it comes up. Okay, this one's about done, and when it finishes, I'll click into the actual application. Okay, We're now in the application, and it goes into your media folder. And when you click the media folder, it will open up different types of effects that you've got, and they run on you can download audio, titles, transitions, effects, elements, and split screen, which I haven't actually worked with a split screen, so we won't go into that. You can record from your PC screen, which I'm doing, but I'm actually not I'm using OBS to record this, and record voiceover. So you can actually do a voiceover. And when say if I wanted to do that, it just comes up right away, and it will mute your project so that your project doesn't make any noise in the back of your voiceover, unless you want it on, and then you can push the mute. Anyway, so that's, and then you have to, of course, add your device and input audio or whatever things that go there. I just let it automatically pick up my stuff. What I did was I went here and I wanted to import media file. So I went to my folder and I have quite a lot of clips from Twitch to pick from. And when I did that, I opened it, and this is the video that I picked up. I actually put a 2 in them, but I just picked this one up for this video purpose. And so it just uploads it into your project, and then you would drag it. Let me just do it this way so you could see. Delete it. So when you're ready to edit, you find your video, you get it in here into the import media folder. Import a media, not folder, you want file. You can import from camera or phone, so I guess you could put some information in there and get that, but mostly people are interested in it for the media file. So you would hit that and get here, go here, click, and then open, and it will appear here, and that's what this one is here for. So now I want to work on this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down into my tray. I don't know what they call that. And you'll see that it has a little, let me move this up. It has a little scissors, and that's for cutting and editing out things that you don't want in the video. And it makes it super easy. So let's do an edit. Say I'm going to turn this down a little bit here. There we go. All right. So basically, say I wanted to edit out this. Because it's maybe too long, I'm running around too much or something. So I'll go ahead and I'll hit this, and now it has clipped the edit. It's clipped it here. Now you want to say I want to clip it for maybe 20 seconds because I don't want something in there. Maybe there was something that I said in there I don't want to hear again on my stream or something. So I would let it run to where you want to clip it. So say I'm clipping it here. Maybe there was voice or whatever. So there I would clip it. Now I would hit this again. You can slide this up and down. I always try to get it around here. Not the reason, I don't even know the reason, but it seems to work better when I have it closer to the actual video layer. So I clip that. So this part I want to get rid of. So all I'll do is I'll right click And this gives me the options what I can do with that little clip. I can rotate it, I can crop and zoom, I can crop to fit, I can delete, and that's where I'm going to do. It has color correction, color match, green screen, motion tracking. I don't know exactly what motion tracking does, but I haven't even used some of this stuff. So I just use basic editing, which many people, that's all they really need. So I'm going to go up and delete that. And now that brings me to, now when I let this go over that, it's going to flick just like a TV thing. So I don't want it to look like that. So what will I do? I will add a transition. So it gives it a smoother effect. I usually use this one, but you can choose from different transitions. You can do, I'll show you a couple of them. Anyway, so I would go there and say if I wanted to make that be a longer transition, I could separate it out to be a longer transition. So I will show you the difference. Okay, I'm letting it go. Now watch how it transitions. There you go. It's nice and it's kind of a fade in and fade out. If I wanted that shorter, I would just grab hold, left click, hold, and pull inward. And there you go. Now this will be a very short flash. Here it comes. And it was done very quickly. Okay, so let's try a different one. Now if you want to get rid of that effect, you don't like that effect, you can just right click it, delete. So let's try some fancy ones. Say you wanted to get a little more fancy. I don't know how some of these work, so it kind of gives you an example. Let's look at that. Oh, okay, so kind of a warp speed. So let's give it a go. See what that looks like. Give it a little bit longer. All right. So now it comes up. That's kind of a interesting transition. I wouldn't use it, but that's at least an example of one of them. What have we got else? Let's see here. Let's see. It kind of gives you some examples of different kinds. See, this is like all of them, I guess. So I guess you could just look through here. Oh, this looks interesting. Wait a minute, where's that? See what they show us. I don't know what that is, but we'll try it with this here. And we'll give it that. We'll move this up so it's not so long to wait. Kind of brings all the textures into the next thing. So basically you can play around with all these kind of things. There's a nice little roll one. Let's check that. Fisheye roll. Okay. Just give it a go. It was like a fisheye, sort of, kinda. So there you go. So these are transitions, and when you're editing, you're gonna want to edit and use a transition because it just looks nicer. You can just have a fade, so it just fades nice and smooth. Like that. That's more like a television fade. So it fades to black. The other one flashes white. So that's that part. Now, if I wanted to, I don't want to go too detailed because basically you're just going to, oh, I also wanted to touch on the audio. If, say, you find that it's too loud and you want to adjust it, you can grab it, left click. This is the audio layer underneath. As you can see, the little, I don't know what those are, but the waves, that's what they are, the little audio waves. When you have those, let me get rid of this for now. If you want to lower it down, you can just slide it down and you can play with the audio here. You can also right click it and you can go to adjust audio. You also have a way to detach the audio and put your own audio in. So if you wanted to do that, you would go like this and look what happens. It drops the audio down here. I've found when I've done that before that I have to move, I have to lock over here. You have locks. There's a lock on your video itself. You can lock that. Then you can move this. Oops, not that. You can move the whole, let's see here. You can move it down. Say you want to just move it down and out. Say you don't want it at all. So then you click delete. Now, you're going to open this. Now you can add your own media in here. So your sound will go to here and then there will be no sound. So if you want to add some sound, say you wanted to add a sound effect. Let's see, audio. Let's see. At the shore. I don't know what that is, but we'll have a listen. So if you wanted to, you could put your own sounds, medias in, but you can download some from that Filmora effects place. They have different ones you can actually download, which is where I got some of this stuff. What's this one? And these are free to use. You don't have to have any content license for them. You can read their license on it. There's some stipulations on it, but there's nothing really that different than most other ones. Basically, if you're making over a certain amount of money, you might have to buy a pro license or something like that. But most of the time, nobody's really making that because they're doing kind of these private videos for YouTube. So, this is a nice one. Let's see. Oh, boy, that's really getting jolly there. What's this one? Okay, I think we'll just go back to, which one did I have? The shore. So I'm going to grab it and I'm going to pull it down here. Now this no longer has the sound of the game, so it has now I've got some sort of other stuff going on. Now I can adjust the sound and make it lower or higher. Okay, so there is that to do, and with that also, I'm just trying to think of all the good things that there is. You can also add sound effects. So like, what's this? Okay, different sound effects. Okay. Here we go. Here's a rooster. That's a motorcycle. And you also get to explosion sound. Nice explosion sound. So you can actually add these. I'm not sure if you have to get another track for it, but there's another sound layer down here. So you can actually add that in. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to make the sound inside. Now, you can actually adjust the sound audio. Now, there's a way of clipping these things, and I'm not really sure, but I think if you trim, let's see what that does. Oh, that trims that. Okay, it trims it up to the splicing edit part. I have not worked with these kind of things because I'm not that technical. I know that if you do a fade in, you can adjust where it fades from here to here. And a fade out would of course mean you move it, here we go. Fade out would be adjusting it here to here, but I think if I wanted to, I could maybe I could clip it here. I'm not sure. Split? No. Huh. I still have yet to figure that out. I have to look a video up for that. But there are options, and I'm sure they're a little bit more technical, but for the main kind of editing that you're possibly going to do, this might help you just as a beginner then you can explore some of the other things that they have in here. We also have effects, which would actually give your I'm not sure how much it will do. Let's just kind of get this in here and see what happens. So this is going to go here, and if I extend that out, it allows you to have that chromatic aberration. That's what it's called. Let's take this over here. Oh, it didn't go. Go. There we go. All right. Oh, the other one went. Okay, let's take this back here. All right. So if I put this here, you stretch it out to where you want it, I believe. And then you, it's giving you that effect now. Oh, it's like I'm striking it in a aberration. And then it goes back to normal after that. So we have that, and then it's a nice canvas. That's pretty cool. I would like to see that on my screen. Now that's really good for storytelling. I really like that. That'd be a really nice storyteller's canvas. Okay, and so there's these that you could just spend hours looking at. You can also look in some of your packs for an effect. So like we have these music effects. So let's try one of these ones that I downloaded. This is the music pack. It's listed under the Filmstock because Filmstock is basically an add-on to the Wondershare Filmora. Okay, and let's just try this one. Let's move this down. I'm running out of space. Okay, let's have that here. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay, let's see what this does now. Oh, look at that. How exciting that makes it look. I love that. That's awesome. I kind of wanted to see that That's in the music pack. Okay, so these are, I'm not sure if you place them over. I'm thinking you do. Let's see what this does. Basically, it's just kind of creating something. Now I wonder if you put it on top, if it splits it. Let's see, I think it did. I think it split it. Yeah. Okay, it's not an overlay, so move that back. Let's see here. There should be a way for it to be like an opacity. It should go over it. Okay, what about one of these? I don't know. Oh, there we go. So some of those, I guess this is just like an interlude sort of thing. You could just stick in there. Like they're solid and you can put them in between like a split. Some of them are going to be making other things. There is some other effects that you can use that are split screen. You can have several things on your screen at once, and you can experiment with that, because I have not. So let's see here. Like that. So basically, and then I add that and I put that in front of my actual video. So when I actually open my video, when it comes up, it's going to go to this. So I made this on this Filmora. So then I usually fade it into the video itself. Now I will show you the titles, and that's where you might want to put a title. So you're going to introduce what you're doing. Let's try one of these titles. This looks fun. Okay. I will drag this up here, and this is where you get to edit your own title. So you will right click it and you will go to Advanced Edit, and now up here on the left side you put what you want it to say. A short clip of raft. So if I was doing that. Now, you can also have it not fade in there. I clicked it off, so I'm going to go back in it because I wasn't actually ready. You can actually fade it, or you can, like, let me show you what it looks like in the actual preset. And this is what it would look like. A short clip of raft. So that's kind of clever. And instead, if I wanted to, I could, looks like I can change the color to make it, say I wanted a green. So I could put the green in. The opacity, well, I would leave that probably. There's a few things that you can change. Some of it is stuck in it because it's already made, but you can change this whatever you want it. Now if I didn't want the little man to come up or something, I don't know if that's the case. Maybe I want it to start at the front, and maybe I don't want this on here so there's no fading. So I move that here so it all comes up at once maybe. We'll see what this does. You just got to play around with things sometimes. Okay, that looked fine too. So, you can also look. You can also pick the type of wording you want in here. So you wanted something like that. Okay. See if that's changed it, or I have to start it over. Oh, it kind of went all over the place. So that was too big, so I would have to change that. So then you would change the sizing on that. And the sizing, you can actually drag or shift and drag so it stays in that thing of it, and then you could just pull it back over into the center. You can keep making it smaller like that. So then it's that. And then sizing wise, if you were to add another text, if you wanted some more text, maybe you didn't want everything on there, maybe you wanted to pull that up a little, and you wanted another text, whatever you wanted to say, you would put it up here on the left. Stay tuned. Okay, so then it would come up. I don't know what's going to come up there. Let me see if I can extend that out. Okay. Let's see. And let's give it a go. Push that OK, and then let's try it. It's just solid if you do that. Otherwise, you can have it fade in. I guess it's like a fade in on that. Oh, okay, then you have to click this. There's a lot of things that you can mess with on the text. But basically, you want to put a title in. Now you could put this in here and not have this. You can just have this open up, and maybe you want to just play some music. You want to play this music in here. Let's see here. Sure. Okay, there. And you just want to clip it here. So we're gonna we're gonna lock the video, and we're gonna come down here, slide this here. We're gonna clip it, and then we're gonna delete this bit. And then now we have, we can adjust this. So now we have our lead in. Let's take this out. We don't need these. Hope it's not deleting it. Okay. We'll just leave that there because we're not going there. So now I can release this. Now we've got some music underneath that. And then you would fade it. You would fade it in the same way. You would right click. Okay, hold on. Right click. Adjust audio. And use the fade out. And then you could do it this way. So it would fade in and fade out. This one actually kind of needs a fade in and out too, but we're not having, we wouldn't have that in maybe. You just have to make your own creativity the way you like it. So basically, so you've got your opening, then you would use a transition here also. So we would probably put a small transition in here. Let's use the, actually let's use the fade. Fade's good. So delete that one. Let's bring fade. And let's get rid of this. Okay. So it would look something like this. And then we go into the video that you're showing. Now, if you finish your video and then at the end you're going to want to put in credits. Some people don't, but sometimes I like to put a thanks for watching at the end. So then I would just plunk in, maybe I'll make it this one. Oh, these guys look cute, so I'll put it there. I'll open to advanced edit, and then I'll say in here, thanks for watching. Let's thanks. Let's put it down one level here. Thanks for watching, and let's make it smaller. Thanks for watching, and I might want to exclamation it. And of course you can, like I said, you can add a text to it if you wanted, and put, say you wanted to put, you can find me on YouTube or Twitch and give your link in here. It's not linkable to click on, but at least people can look you up. And then I'm moving my, all you have to do to move this bar is to click in here and like just give it a left click and it'll move there. Okay, so let's transition it with a fade, and here we go. Thanks for watching. And of course you can extend that out if you want it longer, to show on the screen longer, if you have more credits that you want to put in. Basically that's a good edit. You have your title. Oops. Let's go back with the bar. At the bottom you can use this slider to move around. You can also use over here, there's a plus and a minus on it, and you can shorten it. You can make it short so that you can get to the other parts, but you're going to want to have it out when you're actually doing an edit so that you can do a proper, see the proper cutting that you're cutting up. So this can be adjusted here. So that squishes it. All of it's all in that one. So anyway, so I'm just taking this back to the beginning. So there's that. Let's see what else there is. There is a trash can over here. There is an undo button, which is undo the last action. So if you make a mistake, you're not going to, see you didn't want to delete something, you can just hit this and go, click. So you basically have your title, you mess with your music on the bottom, your voiceover. You can also even add another voiceover. There's another layer. I believe you can add layers. Let's see if there's I'm sure there is. Tools, view, export. Well, I'm going to show you that in a minute. When you're all done with the video and you're happy with it, you will want to export it. And I will clip this out. So basically that is it. You're going to export your video. You can actually export it straight to YouTube and put all the information in, and then you probably have to sign in and give permission. You're going to want to save your project, save as, so you can name it what you want, and then it's going to show up so that if you wanted to re-edit that, even after you have exported it, you would be able to do that. So always do that, make a save of your project. This one's not getting saved because it's just a montage of nothing. Then the export, then you're going to export, upload to YouTube and upload to Vimeo. Now the Vimeo one is new. They did have YouTube on there before, so the update must have had included Vimeo. So, where am I? So basically that is it. That is my little beginner video. And if you have any questions about this, and you can put it in comments, or you can go to Filmora and look up the questions there, or just Google it, because some of the things I didn't cover because I don't know completely all about it. But this is basically just a beginning so that you can actually do a few edits. And I do hope you enjoyed watching, and it was fun to make this little video. Thanks for watching.